Chapter 45. No intention of reconciling. In the corridor, two men of similar build stood side by side. Adrian, you were too impulsive today. Justin had previously taken his grandmother home. She had the chef make soup, so he waited a while. He hadn't expected to see Adrian when he returned, since Ava's injury until now. His world had been in chaos. He had no energy to pay attention to other matters. He hadn't expected his words to become prophecy. Adrian really had run away from the wedding. Adrian, swaying back and forth between the two Hart daughters, this isn't just bad for your reputation. It's bad for theirs, too. Ava is quite famous. If such things get out, the impact on her won't be small. Justin turned his head, offering well-meaning advice. Adrian made a single-syllable sound from his nose. You knew early on she was performing here, didn't you? Did you really accompany your grandmother to watch the performance? Or did you want to watch it yourself? Justin's eyes flickered slightly. Adrian, you've been broken up for 6 years. You have Grace by your side now. In the future, she'll have someone else by hers. Adrian pressed his lips together. He looked at Justin methodically, his voice carrying a cold tone. But that person won't be you. Take Tommy home. I'll take care of Ava. Justin frowned, clearly unwilling to leave. Adrian withdrew his gaze, looking toward the hospital room. You know my temper. Justin released his hands at his sides. Finally, he said, okay. When he returned to the room, Ava was already awake. Tommy was standing by the bed telling her jokes. Ava's pale face wore a shallow smile. Her eyes focused intently on Tommy. It looked both beautiful and gentle. Tommy, come here. Justin stopped at the foot of the bed. Though he was speaking to his cousin, his eyes were on Ava. Feeling better? Justin's voice was gentle but oddly stiff underneath. Ava closed her eyes and smiled. Thank you for Justin's concern, but... The girl's weak voice carried some playfulness. I hurt badly. Not better at all. Tommy, blow on it for sister. See if it stops hurting. Hearing Ava say she hurt, Tommy immediately leaned over worriedly and blew on the area wrapped in gauze. Ava didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Go home with your brother quickly. It's already dark. Justin silently walked to the bedside and pulled his cousin over. His gaze fell on the gauze on Ava's forehead, his chest aching dully. Rest early. I'll come see you tomorrow. Ava hummed softly. With Adrian here, Justin naturally couldn't stay in this hospital room. Whether he could come see her tomorrow was another matter. Adrian had always been very possessive. When they were dating, Adrian didn't allow her to have too much contact with other men. Even Justin wasn't allowed to be alone with her. Adrian's feelings for her weren't particularly deep. It was just the paranoid possessiveness inherited from his father in his bones. Even if Adrian had no feelings for her, he would never watch her get together with his friend. Tommy didn't want to leave. He made a fuss saying he wanted to stay and keep Ava company. When he threw tantrums, Justin really had no way to handle him. In the end, Ava coaxed him away. After the two left, Adrian's figure appeared in the hospital room again. He sat by the bed, opened the thermos on the bedside table, poured soup into a bowl, and faced her. He scooped up a spoonful of soup, blew on it, and brought it to her mouth. Just as Ava opened her mouth, she heard him say, "Stay away from Justin in the future." Ava acted as if she hadn't heard. She slowly drank the soup, not giving any response. Until Adrian spoke again, she finally opened her mouth. Why? Adrian, Justin and I grew up together. He's a good person. He was the one who brought me to the hospital today. I should thank him properly when I'm discharged. She talked to herself, not noticing Adrian's increasingly dark expression at all. She bit the spoon, looking innocently at Adrian. Adrian, what's wrong? I didn't listen to you, so you're angry? Ava lowered her eyes, very helpless. Adrian, you and sister are already engaged. You shouldn't interfere with my relationships with others anymore. If sister finds out, she'll misunderstand. Misunderstand what? Adrian put the spoon in the bowl. He looked leisurely at the person on the hospital bed. Her face was almost buried in her chest, looking pitiful. Nameless fire rampaged through Adrian's chest. Look up at me. Hearing this, Ava slowly raised her face. The girl's eyes were slightly red, tears flickering in them. She bit her lower lip hard, stammering, I'm afraid sister will misunderstand that you and I still have lingering feelings. Sister has liked you for so many years. I don't want to make her sad. Adrian, when you actively kissed me, why weren't you afraid of hurting her? Scalding tears slid from Ava's eyes. Adrian closed his eyes and softened his tone. Your body hasn't recovered yet. Don't cry. Ava nodded through tears, but the tears in her eyes only increased. Her little face was quickly covered with tears. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. She sobbed quietly. Adrian put the bowl aside, leaned over, and kissed her slightly parted cherry lips. His lips slowly moved up, kissing away her wanton tears. Ava quit while she was ahead. She didn't continue crying, just hugged Adrian's back, her voice carrying lingering fear. When I fell today, I thought I'd never see you again. I know you're sister's boyfriend, but I still can't forget you. When I was injured, the first thing I thought was whether you'd feel distressed if you knew. Am I too terrible? Ava gripped the blanket tightly, somewhat afraid to look at Adrian. Too terrible. Ava choked. Adrian really had no sense of romance at all. At this moment, shouldn't he say, "It's not your fault, I'm also to blame"? Instead, he did this. Adrian, does sister know you came to see me? Ava continued playing dumb. During the gap when Adrian went out to talk with Justin, she had already confirmed through her phone from friends at home about Adrian running away from the wedding. This matter hadn't made any waves online, not even a single related post, but it had caused shocking waves among New Harbor's wealthy families. On the engagement day of the always high and mighty eldest Miss Hart, her fiancé went missing. Now quite a few people were laughing at her behind her back. After all, many people knew Adrian and Ava had been together. This sister had gotten together with her sister's ex-boyfriend after they broke up. It was somewhat disgraceful to talk about, especially in the eyes of the upper-class people who cared very much about face. Even if they played around privately, they maintained good appearances, Adrian. I have no intention of getting back together with you. You don't need to beat around the bush testing me. Ava raised an eyebrow. What a coincidence. Neither did she.